Hi, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0. With me today is Kevin Paul Dupont, of someone who has written extensively on the subject of fisticuffs in the great game of ice hockey. And Kevin, are we in any way, from all your feelers out there and all the things that have happened in the last couple of years, including the New York Times article, which I want to ask you about.
Excellent.
Are we any closer to the idea that the unthinkable could happen and they could actually one day ban hockey?
Well, are we closer? Yes, we're absolutely closer. I mean, I've been writing it for 35 years. How many years do you think I've been writing this story?
I'll vouch for this, yes.
35 years.
Read them all, yes.
Right, yeah. So I think we're closer in terms of people would be more accepting of it. I even think the audience would be. I think players within the industry, as has been the case forever as well. But I think as a business model, it is still too embedded. I think the science is moving it that way. The science ultimately, not the businessmen, will decide.
Would we have to take all those videos off the shelves? All those Don Cherry videos?
I suppose they start to sell more, right?
I mean, yeah, they would, because they'd be artifacts.
Yeah,
This is the way it used to be in the old days. The New York Times had a chilling two-point series, part series about a professional fighter who's
Derek Bugard,
who passed away, and under circumstances that we could like to think have something to do with the fact that he was a professional fighter. All the scuttlebutt in the league from the time that was published, have you heard anything? Has that had an effect on anybody's thinking at all?
I don't. No, I can't say I've had. I can't say one person has come up and said that's convinced me.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to have that aha moment. I think what we're going to have is the science movement, and the science is being driven right here at BU and at the VA hospital in Bedford, where the studies on CTE, which is basically, senility or dementia moving on as a product of concussive and subconcussive hits. I think eventually people are going to say, what are we doing? And really what stands in the way of that happening faster is that the audience likes it, the general managers and the owners are convinced it sells, and there's no denying it does. But I don't think it sells like it did in the 60s.
How far have you personally come at any point in your evolution on thinking about this in terms of the policing aspect, the self-policing aspect that we hear about from the players?
I don't buy that anymore at all anyway.
Did you once buy it though?
Yeah, sure I did. Sure, I bought all of it. I bought all of it, and I bought it because frankly I saw it, and it did, but it's all been diminished, as has let's have a fight and change the context of this game and get the bench going. 98% of those fights do absolutely nothing. They don't, other than feed the appetite of those who like it. And I have to say, I like it. I do. I like a good fight, a good one.
A good one.
But I think, and this isn't trying to be politically correct. What I say is the overall underlying culture of the game has turned far more violent than skill. I want to see the violence diminish and the skill come back, and the easiest way to attack violence is to attack fighting.
And this from a man who truly loves the sport.